What can we do about the plus size industry that we already have not done? Most important thing is, like I already know, it is to advance and pretty much look for the main important resources that is going to keep things more and more relevant. And the more we keep things more intact, or the more things that we have to involve ourselves to be in, we have to keep things more interesting. Because the more we keep doing the same old music, the same old stuff, people will get tired and bored of it. Because the most important thing is you want to keep things more and more interesting. Not to leave people out in the dirt for the same old dinner, or the same old movie, the same old songs over and over again. Some people want to see change. Some people want to see different things. That's the most important part of the Curvy Plus industry. And we need to really focus on what can we do as a community ourselves. We have to build, we have to rebuild, and also we have to restructure ourselves. And at times we have to look for good people to have in our units to run our businesses the way we want. And most definitely we have to keep the same or the new people involved running our businesses to be more successful. Times you got to really look for resources to help you find ways of keeping up with laws in cities and states you are in, keeping up with copyrights and trademarks. You got to keep up with things of the more adjustable things that we have to, especially being an entrepreneur. And you know, the small business world in the plus size industry is definitely very relevant, because 5-10 years from now, we hope it's going to be a Lane Bryant, hopefully it's going to be a Ashley Stewart, hopefully it's going to be a Torrid, hopefully it's going to be a Catherine's, hopefully it's going to be another, hope the Curvy Girls Andre will be around, hopefully that you got Feed Dates Designs still be around, other businesses out there, and you just hope that a lot of things do stay around for a good while, because things do tend to evolve or disappear over the time, So pretty much that we have to keep things more updated. We have to have a plan. We have to have a plan. Just like the RNC and the DNC. You have to have a plan to keep up with your word when you're running for president of the United States. You got to keep up with a plan to keep the people in the United States to trust you, believe in you, to have something to give in return. Because people don't want to have somebody that's going to do all the talking, but they ain't got nothing to give, man. It's like you all bark but no bite. You gotta be fearless. What you gotta do, especially you want to be in the world of the curvy industry. You gotta have something that's going to be worth people's while. And you know, it is a cutthroat business. It's cutthroat in every business. It's not every business all full of sparkling glitter and rainbows, and most definitely there's not a lot of hugs and kisses and everything. You do gotta work hard. You gotta bust your ass every time, and you have to seriously look for the main important parts of keeping your business successful. Resources, connections, your updated products and services, and clientele, and many other things, especially finances. Money got to keep rolling in. You got to keep things posted. You got to keep things updated all the time. You got to have power in your business, and most definitely, if the power needs to be changed, times you got to find new people to run it, or people got to have new people under you to keep things afloat. So you got to do what you got to do. So most importantly, it is part of that world of that I've seen people work their butts off to really get to where they got to go. You gotta think about like going to vote. You gotta think about people like Sophia Davis. You gotta think about people like Precious Williams. You gotta think about people like models, for instance, like Samantha Davis, J.J. Malone. You got many with stage names I can't really remember. Do you have many photographers and people I know personally, and I've seen them at work, and I've seen how they do their thing. So, like I say, sometimes you have to really keep things afloat, especially when it comes to information. Information is key. Information is always something important, especially if you want to make it in the business that you want to be in, especially the crafts that you have. You either be beginner to an advanced, but sometimes you still gotta learn. When you're in this business or any other business of the plus size industry, you have to keep up with things. Times you just gotta sacrifice. Be what you gotta do. I mean, do what you gotta do and be where you gotta be. I've actually sacrificed, myself. 2013, 2014, but 2014 was like my biggest sacrifice for Raw Curvy Media. Going to cities like Los Angeles, going to cities like Atlanta and Boston. Filmed different events, especially my first big event I filmed was was in Atlanta. The Atlanta Celeb Fest of 2014, where I've met many celebrities. I took pictures of celebrities. I filmed, and I had Tiffany Hill from Model Call magazine. She was a special guest host for one day, and she did a wonderful job, and I love her for it. And I had other people doing things for me too. I will never forget them. And I had me some good ventures, and I had me some bad ventures. Los Angeles, if it wasn't for Ernest Jackson, I wouldn't have been there, man, because he told me about an event, and I've actually sacrificed to get my ass to go to Los Angeles. I met celebrities I never thought I would ever meet. Seeing the Brat was definitely a joy for me. Seeing some of the ladies from the Basketball Wives, seeing Stevie J and Jocelyn, seeing Orlando Brown, seeing it was just one of those days I will always cherish. And you just gotta remember people who helped you, and you always gotta look back and enjoy the times you've done things. If it wasn't for Nicole Flint from Escape Image Consulting in Boston, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to film their event, the next big thing, which is a competition, a drag queen competition. And that company represents very finely, very well for the LGBTQ community. I thank them very much for having me be part of their festivities that year. And that year was a bit bumpy, 2014. You gotta cut your losses, then you got people who want to run you over for, bad business ventures and whatnot. At times you just gotta cut your losses. Sometimes you gotta make good points, sometimes you gotta just make things change. So as soon as I had the opportunity to really focus on what I want to do as far as trying to build the Raw Curvy Media, I've actually had the chance to learn about the Brooklyn Public Access Television Studio and Brick. It used to be called BCAT. So when I learned the opportunity to learn how to do TV studio production, it actually helped me understand a little bit more what the TV world is. So now I'm more involved in the TV now. So I'm looking forward to doing things more with television and short film productions. So you're gonna be seeing more of me in 2017. 2016 hasn't been so good for me, but I'm always blessed to have certain good people that didn't give up on me, and I actually thank you for the ones who actually been in for me and actually done swell things for me too. Y'all gave me my leverage, y'all gave me my opportunities, and I thank you all for that. And all I gotta say is 2017 is gonna be much different, hopefully much better. Next time I ain't gonna be procrastinating. I gotta do my job. I gotta talk about people to do their thing. I got the exact same damn thing. I just gotta be more mindful. Not to always have a lot of bad people under my wing, but never have people to con me to doing things that I wouldn't want to do. Especially y'all should do the same as well. Don't have too many people trying to have you sacrifice something or sacrifice your credibility for something you don't want to do. So, this is my thing. If no one tell you they love you today, I love you and God loves you too. This is Terrell Antoine Waves from Raw Curves Media, Executive Director and founder of Curvypreneur. Curvypreneur out.